Triple H comments on what lies ahead for CM Punk and WWE feuds for Randy Orton following Survivor Series War Games return. Randy Orton almost hit an RKO on Jey Uso. Why was RTruth absent from WWE television for the past year? Stephanie McMahon spotted at Survivor Series. Important backstage details on CM Punk's WWE return after 9 years. Seth Rollins confronts CM Punk following his WWE return. Let's jump right into it. 4 feuds for Randy Orton following Survivor Series War Games return. Survivor Series War Games 2023 Premium Live event became extra special as Randy Orton made his return for the first time in a year and a half. Initially, everyone on the Vipers team apart from Cody Rhodes seemed unsure about Orton coming and helping them. However, he proved them wrong. Not only did he make his return, but he put on a fabulous performance to lead his team to a victory against the Judgment Day and Drew McIntyre. Given Randy Orton has now made his full-time return, it will be interesting to see the feuds he will be involved in. The Apex Predator will have plenty of superstars willing to face him. In this piece, we will look at 4 feuds for Randy Orton after his return at the Survivor Series War Games 2023. Number 4. Randy Orton can feud with Gunther. At Survivor Series War Games 2023, Gunther defended his Intercontinental Championship against The Miz. With this victory, it seems as if the ring general does not really have a challenge since he has defeated most of the superstars. This is where Randy Orton could come into play. A feud between Randy Orton and Gunther would be great to watch. While a win could help Orton hold his singles title after quite a long time, Gunther winning against the Viper will increase his stock massively. It will also prepare him to fight for the World Championship at some point next year. Number 3. Drew McIntyre. On Relo before Survivor Series War Games 2023, Drew McIntyre made it clear that he has not joined the Judgment Day. Hence, considering McIntyre meant what he said, the Scottish Warrior won't really have a rivalry to pursue after he ended up on the losing side at the Premium Live event. However, taking into consideration that McIntyre has a habit of keeping a grudge against those who cost him, it won't be surprising to see him go after Randy Orton. While the feud might not make sense initially, it could be beneficial to Orton if he wants to pursue a singles championship run. Number 2. Jey Uso. During a men's War Games match at Survivor Series 2023, Randy Orton almost shocked the crowd when he's delivering an RKO to Jey Uso. While the Viper did not do that, he might have planted seeds for a future feud against the former Bloodline member. After all, Orton was a victim of Jey Uso when the latter was part of the Bloodline. Hence, there is a high possibility of the Apex Predator turning heel and going after Jey to avenge what happened to him back in the day. It will be interesting to see if the Stanford-based promotion books this feud. Number 1. Seth Rollins. When one thinks of an accomplished wrestler, Randy Orton is one of the first who comes to mind. While Orton is known for several different accomplishments, he is majorly known for winning championships. This is something the Viper would definitely like to do in his current run with WWE. Therefore, WWE could book Orton to turn heel and pursue a rivalry against Seth Rollins. There is also a chance of Rollins turning heel and the Viper remaining babyface. Regardless of what happens, it will be interesting to see if the Stanford-based promotion lets Orton claim his 15th World Championship. Who do you want to see Randy Orton engaged in a feud within WWE? Randy Orton almost hit an RKO on Jey Uso. Randy Orton seemingly had a change of mind during the men's War Games match tonight at the Survivor Series War Games 2023 Premium Live event. The Viper made his big return at Survivor Series War Games 2023. He made his return to a massive pop from the capacity crowd and competed in the men's War Games match. At one point during the match, Randy Orton was about to attack Damian Priest when he suddenly put his focus on Jey Uso. Orton was ready to hit a thunderous RKO on Uso, but then decided against it and had a tense face-off. Jey Uso suddenly hit Priest with a super kick as the latter was about to attack Orton. The Viper then hit an RKO on Dominic Mysterio to a loud pop from the crowd. Orton certainly has not forgotten what Jey Uso did last year prior to his hiatus, after Jey and Jimmy Uso defeated RK Bro for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship on an episode of SmackDown. The Bloodline brutally beat the duo up as the show went off the air. Orton then went on a hiatus that finally came to an end tonight. What was your immediate reaction to Orton and Jey Uso's intense face-off? Why was RTruth absent from WWE television for the past year? RTruth made a surprise return to WWE television tonight at Survivor Series War Games 2023. The former 24/7 champion showed up during a backstage segment featuring Pretty Deadly, Elton Prince and Kit Wilson, and Alpha Academy, Otis, Maxine Dupree, and Akira Tozawa. For those unaware, Truth had been absent from WWE television due to the quad injury he suffered during his match on the November 1, 2022 episode of NXT. The most decorated WWE 24/7 champion underwent surgery and successfully made a recovery. It is worth mentioning that RTruth suffered his injury during his match against Grayson Waller on NXT. The 51-year-old star attempted a suicide dive to the outside but ended up tearing his quad in the process, forcing the referee to stop the match. Ringside News had reported in September 2023 that the veteran was waiting for a green signal from the creative's return to the squared circle. It appears Truth will be involved in a storyline with Alpha Academy based on his interaction with the faction today. WWE Survivor Series War Games 2023 2023 feature a segment between Alpha Academy and WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. Otis was seen eating chips while watching the premium live event. Pretty Deadly arrived and the duo engaged in a verbal confrontation with Otis over the correct pronunciation of the snack, which soon dropped to the floor. As Kit Wilson tried to pick them up, he was met with a familiar face in RTruth. The veteran asked the teams to calm down and told Akira Tozawa to do the scuffle shuffle as the cameras panned out. Stephanie McMahon spotted at Survivor Series. In January 2023, Stephanie McMahon shocked the WWE Universe when she resigned as the company's co-CEO. Since then, fans haven't seen much of the former authority figure. However, per reports, Stephanie is present backstage at the ongoing Survivor Series War Games premium live event. Stephanie McMahon's presence has led to several fans questioning whether she has resumed an administrative role in the company. While her presence might make one feel so, it's not true. There are currently no reports of Stephanie resuming an administrative role in the Stanford-based promotion. Her presence at Survivor Series is seemingly just a visit. She isn't present in any working capacity. Regardless, seeing Stephanie backstage will be motivating for several WWE superstars. Over the years, many wrestlers have shared a great relationship with the former chairwoman. In the years when she actively worked with WWE, Stephanie McMahon contributed plenty to the company. From intriguing storylines to sound business decisions, the 47-year-old has played a major part in leading the Stanford-based promotion to where it is today. It will be interesting to see if she ever decides to return to WWE. In his current WWE run, Paul Heyman plays the role of Wiseman to Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. While Heyman is supposed to be hated since he is a heel, apparently Stephanie McMahon isn't fond of him in real life either. The same was recently confirmed by former WWE Tag Team Champion Reen Dupree. During a recent episode of Cafe de Reen, Dupree was asked about Stephanie McMahon's strenuous relationship with Paul Heyman. The former Tag Team Champion's co-host told him that he heard Stephanie hated Paul with a passion. Reen Dupree confirmed it, stating, "Oh yeah, they don't like each other. A lot of people do hate Paul Heyman. How could you like somebody who consistently lies? Like, he's so fucking blatantly lying to you constantly, telling you what you want to hear because there's so much God and insecurity in this wrestling business. Paul's the type of guy who's just gonna tell you what you want to hear to prop you up and make you feel good about yourself, even if he knows it's full of sh." Stephanie and Paul Heyman have worked together on multiple occasions, most notably in 2002-3 when Heyman was the lead writer for SmackDown. Despite the hate for the Wiseman, it's good to see him continue his run with WWE smoothly. Important backstage details on CM Punk's WWE return after 9 years. Some backstage details have emerged on CM Punk's massive return at the WWE Survivor Series War Games 2023 Premium Live event. Punk has finally made his big return to WWE after 9 long years. He came out to a massive pop following the men's War Games match during the final moments of the Premium Live event in Chicago. Soon after, Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful shared some backstage details about CM Punk's return to WWE. Here are his notes. Here are the details we have as of now. CM Punk told at least one person close to him he had an hour-long conversation with Triple H last week. WWE staff, reps, creative had no idea. He walked through the back in plain sight minutes before he appeared. They had cleared an area out. Triple H took over calling the show in the last couple of minutes and called for the copyright logo. Even many in production didn't know. Punk last wrestled in WWE in the 2014 Royal Rumble. He was away from pro wrestling for 7 long years before debuting in AEW in 2021. His AEW stint came to an end earlier this year on a sour note. The fans of Punk have been wanting to see him in a WWE ring for years on end at this point. Drop your reactions to CM Punk's big return to WWE in the comments section below. Top WWE superstar says he warned fans about CM Punk's return at Survivor Series. The closing moments of the Survivor Series War Games 2023 Premium Live event saw CM Punk make a historic return to WWE. Taking to social media, Grayson Waller recently reacted to Punk's return. In the lead up to the Survivor Series 2023 Premium Live event, Waller and Punk had a brief exchange on Instagram. The Australian star quoted "best in the world" in his post, which caught the attention of the latter. Taking to Twitter, Waller claimed that he had already warned the fans about Punk's comeback. "I was trying to tell all you idiots he was coming back," Waller shared. Earlier this year, Punk departed from AEW after competing in his final match for the promotion at All In. He defeated Samoa Joe to retain the Real World Championship. Following yet another backstage controversy, this time with Jack Perry, Punk was let go by Tony Khan's promotion. He had signed with the Jacksonville-based promotion back in 2021 and even won the AEW World Championship. Survivor Series War Games 2023 marked Punk's return to WWE for the first time since his departure from the promotion in 2014. What plans the company has in store for the best in the world now remain to be seen. Are you excited about CM Punk's return to WWE? Seth Rollins confronts CM Punk following his WWE return. CM Punk made his longer overdue return to WWE after Seth Rollins was able to help his team win the main event of Survivor Series War Games, which didn't go down well. Following the match, CM Punk made his return to WWE, and it seems quite clear that Seth Rollins wasn't prepared for him to take the spotlight and enter the arena. The Visionary has made some interesting comments about Punk in the past, going as far as to call him a cancer and make it clear that he shouldn't return to the Stamford-based promotion. When Punk was on the entrance ramp, fans shared videos of Rollins attempting to make his way up the ramp past WWE officials in order to confront him. Michael Cole and Corey Graves have to take Seth Rollins to the side and speak to him since it's clear that he was angry about his return and has a lot to say to Punk. In the past, the two men have wrestled each other, but it appears that there are some personal issues between them at the moment. Seth Rollins was able to avoid a Money in the Bank cash-in at Survivor Series, but his next challenger hasn't become clear at the moment. Given the obvious issue between Rollins and Punk, a natural step would be for Punk to attempt to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship and the two men to finally settle their issues. The Royal Rumble is right around the corner, and this could be WWE's marquee match heading into the show if they are able to build it over the next 2 months. Do you think CM Punk and Seth Rollins have real-life heat? Triple H comments on what lies ahead for CM Punk in WWE. WWE Chief Content Officer Triple H spoke about CM Punk's future in the company. The 45-year-old star made a thunderous return at Survivor Series in front of his hometown crowd. This return came after weeks of speculations and rumors that he was finally returning to the company. During the Survivor Series press conference, Hunter welcomed Punk back to the company. He mentioned that the entire company was thrilled to have the star back, and he was excited to see what lies ahead for the former WWE champion. He concluded by adding that the best in the world was finally back home where he belonged. What's next for CM Punk? I'm interested to see that myself. I know whatever it is, it'll be talked about. It'll be exciting. It'll be a thrill ride for the WWE universe, no matter what it is. I'm thrilled. We're all thrilled to have him back here and to have him back, cliche say, but have him back home in WWE. It's where he belonged. It will be interesting to see what lies ahead of Punk. Were you excited to see CM Punk back in WWE? Sound off in the comments section below.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for